name's Alexis and today we are doing another Use What You Have, and this is the look that we're doing. This is from Sharon Farrell. She's one of my absolute favorite YouTubers, beauty gurus, what have you. Love her so much. I've been wanting to do this look for forever. This look is kind of one of the reasons why I started the Use What You Have series, because I just love this look so freaking much. So if you want to see how I recreated this, then keep on watching. So I already have my base done, my brows done, and was that right? Base done, brows done, eyes primed. I'm going to apologize in advance for how kind of makeup-y my skin looks today. My skin has looked like crap lately, so I'm making up for it by piling on a lot of coverage. So I'm sorry. So Sharon does things very out of order in this video, so I'm just going to click around to see the steps in the order that I would normally do them. But if you watch her video, you would understand what I mean. It's like she puts on some eyeshadow, and then she puts some liner in her waterline, and then she does some other stuff, and it's like it's all over the place. So I'm just going to click through to make this as kind of streamlined as possible. So the first eyeshadow she took is MAC's Kid, which I don't have. What I'm going to use instead is the Lorac Pro 2, and I'm going to use the shade Light Brown. So I'm putting that on my lid and also into the crease like I normally would as my transition color. She also takes that same Kid shadow onto her lower lash line, so I'm taking the same light brown shadow and putting it on the lower lash line. Next she took MAC's Mystery, which again I don't have, so what I'm going to take instead, the way she layers it and the way it looks is why I'm picking this color. I'm going to take Cool Gray from the same Lorac Pro 2, and I'm going to put this into the crease, so right into the crease, focusing it the most out here on like the outermost part of the crease, I guess. So really putting it right there and then blending it in a bit more and then blending it down onto this outer corner. Does that make sense? So in the crease, blend it over and blend it down. Next she uses a green shadow by Shuramura. She describes it as like an olive green. I don't really have an olive green, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have to end up layering two greens on top of each other. Sorry, I was trying to grab my palette. So the first green I'm going to use, which I think might be too light and might not show up as green as I want it, is this shade right here from the Kat Von D Chrysalis palette. So I'm using this middle green shade right here, which is Melancholia, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm going to put that on the lid. It's not picking up as green on camera, but in real life it looks as green as Sharon's does, which I wasn't expecting. I think because I was putting it on top of that light brown shade, it came out more green, because I have used this shade before and it didn't come out as green. However, that worked out for me, so now I don't need to do the other thing I thought I was going to have to do. So I'm just going to go back and intensify the Cool Gray shade from the Lorac Pro 2 again. That's what Sharon did, and I can see the difference when she does it, so I'm going to do it also. So for the inner corner highlight, Sharon used MAC's Nylon, which I'm not very familiar with, but from the research that I did when I did this video, it's described as a very, 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 very pale gold. I don't have a gold that's pale enough for that, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take the shade Bananas from the Peanut Butter and Jelly palette from Too Faced, and I'm just going to apply it very lightly. Very lightly. Oh, that actually looks a little better. So what I did instead is I mixed together this shade right here, which is Extra Creamy with Bananas. Just tapped into both of them and tapped off the excess, and then put it in there. That looks much better. So going back to how Sharon does things very strangely out of order, she did wing liner, which I'm not going to do. And then she took MAC's Mystery again, which I am using as Cool Gray, and she put that on the lower lash line also, but then she pulled it out to make it kind of look like a shadow of her winged liner. Because I'm not doing winged liner, I'm just going to put it on the lower lash line. I'm putting it on the lower lash line, but I'm only going to bring it like to here, like halfway across. Okay, so she put, very early on here, she put a MAC, was it a chromographic pencil? Now I can't remember, but one of those skin tone MAC pencils in her waterline. I don't have one of those, so I'm gonna instead do white. So I have MAC's Fascinating Eye Kohl, and then she put a black liner in her tight line, so I'm gonna do that also with my NYX Retractable liner. Finally, for the eyes mascara, I'm gonna use the Lorac Pro Plus Fiber. And there's the eyes done. Again, not exact, but that's the point of this series, is to do your best with what you have. I actually really like how this came out. So now we can move back onto the face. So she actually contoured with NYX blush and taupe, which I do have. However, mine's very broken. So what I'm going to use instead is my Kevyn sculpting powder. Like, I can't believe how broken my NYX taupe is. It's just so broken. Oh my god, I'm going to do bronzer and contouring at the same time. I never do that. But she's using bronzer, so I'll do anything for Sharon. She's using Benefit's Hoola, which I don't have. I have Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, which all bronzers do the same thing anyway. So I'm just going to warm up my skin a little bit with some bronzer. For blush, she used MAC's Tenderling. She described it as a pale pink brown nude. I don't even know. I'm gonna use Baby Love like I always do, and just pop it on your cheeks. And for highlight, she used MAC Soft and Gentle, which I again don't have, so I'm just gonna use my NYX Illuminator in Ritualistic. Up and around my eyebrow, on my cheekbone, down the nose, and the Cupid's bow. So for lips, she lined and filled in her lips with MAC's Vino lip pencil, which I do not have. I do have something that I think is kind of close to the same color though, and that is this NARS lipstick in Scarlet Empress. Let me just put it on first and then I'll tell you what I think. I was right. This is a bit more red than Vino is. Vino is a bit more purple, but that's okay. We're going to fix it. So she used a lipstick called Gothic Park. And this lipstick is ridiculous. Like, it looks so glossy. It's ridiculous. So what I'm going to do to try and get that kind of glossy effect and also make this look a bit more purple is take the Urban Decay Revolution lip gloss in Apocalypse and apply that over top. My lips may still look a bit too red rather than purple, but that's okay. That helped a lot. It made it a lot more purple. Her lip is definitely like purple, but I like how this came out as well. So this is the finished look. You can't see it on camera, but in real life my skin looks a little powdery, so I'm gonna fix that. I'm just taking a little bit of MAC Fix Plus and I'm just gonna spray it on my face. And this is the finished look. I have been wanting to do this look for absolutely forever, so I'm so happy that I finally decided to do it. I really like this redder kind of lip. Hers, again, as I said, is more purple, but I really like how this more red lip turned out with this also. I like the, I like the contrast. I don't even have to say it anymore. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. All the links to all my social media will be down in the description, so check me out there. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye!